Good morning, friends and internet. Let's get our boots on here. I've got just a few more. I gotta get some gear on, and we're gonna take a quick trip today up the Three Sisters Scenic Byway, Highway 242 in Oregon. It's right outside my back door. This is absolutely one of the most beautiful rides in all of Oregon, and want to take you guys along for the trip. All right, got the gear on. It's time to go gas up. Well, just a fantastic morning here. It's still a little chilly. It's like 55 degrees and 10:20. Just rolling into town here. Got to gas up, but this is my home and this is where we're going to be heading. Up towards the mountains. What a day. All right, gas time, baby. So today, well, we're just probably looking at doing not even 100 miles or so. Just kind of shaking things down. Got this new setup, and just kind of want to check out the camera, work on angles. I have some ideas. I've got a big trip here planned. In about 2 months to go to Nepal, and I think it'll be really important to have my stuff kind of lined out then. So I buy these maps from a company called Butler Maps, Butler Motorcycle Maps, and they're incredible. They are absolutely incredible. So my goal here is they rate roads on how awesome they are for motorcycle, and they have, they got gold roads, gold, red, silver, first, second, and third, and they highlight all the most amazing roads in your state, and they don't have them for every state, but they have them for a lot. And so today's trip is Highway 242 up into the Sisters Wilderness. This is considered a gold star or a gold class road, and so it's as good as it gets. Solo mission today up the McKenzie Pass, Sandigan Pass, Scenic Byway. This is absolutely one of the most beautiful drives in Oregon. And just doing a little bit of equipment shakedown. Finally got a GoPro set up. Got it set up on my helmet. I've been riding bikes for years and years and years, doing lots of adventure touring and riding beautiful roads like this. I think it's just time to share along. Really, one of my big goals right now is I've got a lot of practice to do to get my gear set up. I will be taking a trip to Nepal at the end of November, and I want to do my best to share that with you. So we're just giving a shakedown here. Just got my bike back the other day. My friend Adam and I did the Wyoming backcountry discovery route, which if you haven't done or even know about backcountry discovery routes, really look into it. It's an amazing time here. There's this amazing observatory built out of rocks, and it's got these little peepholes that you look through. and you can see the peaks of the mountain ranges around here. So maybe we'll get a little bit more info up there, but it's one of my favorite places to stop. Absolutely one of the best views in Oregon, and just a really cool place to stop as you go right into it here. A couple of just beautiful turns, starting to head up the mountain. Up a little bit, stretch out the legs. Oh, what a morning. Here on a burn area, there's always fires, blah blah blah, forest fires rip through this area from time to time, and makes for kind of a spooky landscape. It's stretched out, but there's a bunch of new growth coming in. One day it will all change again. So the bike I'm on today is a 2019 KTM 1290 Adventure R, and that is a freaking mouthful. Amazing bike. I've had some similar bikes in this lineup. I've had a 2016 1190 Super Adventure, had a 690 Enduro R, all bigger kind of adventure bikes. This is at the top of the food chain. This is the biggest one, and a lot of people are afraid of these big adventure bikes, and I get it. This is a 1300cc 165 horsepower dirt bike, essentially, and it's massive. But I tell you what, I remember going on this camping trip, motorcycle camping trip, out to Summer Lake Hot Springs with a group of guys, and I was on a smaller bike, and I watched these two guys ride these giant bikes, and they were faster and better than anyone else out there, and they could chew up the small stuff and then hop on to the highway and go 100 miles an hour, and just were really pushing these things. And I was awestruck. The coolest thing I've ever seen. So I bit the bullet and bought this large adventure bike, and honestly, it is a small bike just hidden in a big frame. Very easy to maneuver. The power is very manageable for the most part. You can really, it can kill you. just like any bike, you know, if you aren't respectful of its power and what's going on, you might be in for a bad day. But there's so many, you know, there's so much traction control available. There's so many different drive modes, whether you're on the road or on the dirt, that just make it more enjoyable for anyone. You know, you don't have to be a professional racer to drive these big bikes. So really, I am absolutely in love with these big bikes. All the speed, all the power you want. It's definitely the type of riding that I want to do sometimes. I don't, you know, I like small bikes too. It's not always about how big and how fast and what I can do on it. But KTM 2019 1290 Adventure, just an amazing bike, and I have been lucky enough to ride it all up and down the West Coast, Canada, parts of Mexico, Moab and back, and really just finding amazing roads like this to spend my time on. Wow. Coming up into lava fields here, totally different scenery here. I hope this translates well to video, you know. I think my goal is to highlight these amazing roads and just try to show it off. Try not to talk too much and bore you guys. But just take you along. I grew up in Indiana, and, you know, roads like this are just a real treat. This is all volcanic activity. How cool is this? It's like going back in time. So here's the little observatory I was talking about. We'll go up there and check it out. All right, hiking up to the D Wright Observatory here. And oh, what a morning. What a view. Pretty easy hike up here. It's all paved. Nice and easy. Nothing too difficult as far as grade. So inside the D Wright Observatory, it has these little holes. Probably doesn't translate well, but out of each one there is a mountaintop. And whether it's Mount Jefferson, Mount Hood, gives you just an amazing perspective. Gives you just an amazing perspective of the area that we're in. You know, each one of these holes has a viewpoint. Just, we're here on a perfect day, no smoke. So lucky this morning. So lucky this morning. All right, view from the top. View from the top. We've got the Sisters Mountains right there. Pretty much a smoke-free day. We can almost see just about everything today. Mount Jefferson, a little smoky that direction. Well, definitely not the only one to stop up here this morning. It's a great little stop on the way here. You know, this pass kind of connects Sisters, Oregon. Well, it's just it's one of the ways to get from Central Oregon over the pass to the western side, where basically everyone lives. And there is the regular McKenzie, or there's regular pass where you can cruise right over. You can go 70 miles an hour over from one side to the next, and it's fine. And it's mostly pretty. But you got to deal with traffic, and you got trucks and other cars. Or you can come this way. It's they don't. It's not maintained over the winter, so you cannot use it certain times of the year. But right now, wide open, and why would you not? How could you not take this path? Well, that's a good shakedown here. That's all I'm doing. That's the top of the pass there, and we're gonna head back home. I mean, this is what you want to see, right? Well, I can see why this road gets a gold rating, you know. It's lots of elevation change, lots of scenery change. We go from Ponderosa pine forest to burn scars to lava fields. I didn't go down the other side. Once you go down the other side, it kind of turns into feels a little bit more rainforest type. Huge views, hundreds of miles of view, you know, once you're up there up top. Lots of recreation on this pass as well, lots of trailheads. What a perfect morning. What a perfect morning here to ride. You know, my favorite part about motorcycle riding is like just the overall sensations, or the, you know, like the experience of everything, like the smells, like this manzanita here. Oh my God, so good, you know, and it changes as we go. I get different views, different smells, different scenery, and it's just what an intimate experience with the mountain. And the absolute best part about owning an adventure bike is that we get to do this, baby, because paved roads are super boring. Even though they're beautiful, there is nothing exciting about a paved road. Here I'm trying to find a way to get back home using as much dirt roads as possible here. I'm just kind of freestyling here through the woods, and should pop out here. I'm hoping it pops out where I think it's going to, and then a cool, super cool back road for the way home. But man, I pinch myself sometimes. I pinch myself a lot. To have a kind of a playground like this, to have the mountains and all these Forest Service roads and even trail. We have tons and tons of trail. I generally don't take this big bike on the trail. It could be a little daunting to get too small of road. It's a heavy, 500-pound bike. But tons of trail available. But just to have this available, be able to sneak out for an hour in the morning, get some adventure, kind of disappear for a little bit. 20 minutes from my house, I can be lost. And what a gift that is. So super thankful for that, where I live, to be able to help kind of feed my adventure, and to feed my urge, my need for adventure. Finding a little more adventure than I thought I would this morning here, and there's nothing wrong with that. I've got just trying to get my bearings here. We popped out here. I got a little view of where I'm at, so I think I'm heading the right direction. Just kind of freestyling from my adventure up Highway 242, and this should cut over. Just trying to get to Highway 126, which will help me get home. But in the meantime here, this connector between the two is pretty freaking awesome. Looks like there's some people out this weekend camping, doing a little overlanding, and but overall, very lightly used. Got the whole road to myself, and just the way I like it. So navigating through some of these Forest Service roads can be a little crazy. They tend to break off all over the place, and I used to kind of freak out about it, but I found that, for, I don't know, a basic good rule of thumb is when they fork off or branch off, if you want to get out of the woods, you just stay on or turn on to the most improved roads, and you'll eventually pop out somewhere you recognize. As fun as it is to go down all the little offshoots, and I highly encourage that, but a lot of them just dead end, and some of them, you know, they kind of rate the roads out here. There's 3 digits and 4-digit roads. You know, a lot of the 3-digit roads could just kind of disappear or dead end into nowhere. So, you know, when I come to these T's and these Y's, I've got an idea where I want to, which general direction I want to be heading. And if I'm just trying to head out or be done, I take the most improved road. It never seems to fail. Made it back to pavement. Interesting road here. I've never been here, but I think I see the highway. And yeah, just another road to explore. And it pops out here at Camp Sherman. Interesting. Very cool. All right, guys, that's going to do it for today. I appreciate you following along, sticking to it to the end. Please, if you like this content, please hit the like and the subscribe button to my channel. I would greatly appreciate it. As you know, it helps with the YouTube algorithm. But yeah, we made it home. Time to go squeeze the kids and start planning the next adventure.